Huh. Is he fighting a gorilla?
Ink Ribbon.
Hey everybody, today I thought I would try something a little different. A couple months ago, I went to the retro gaming convention here in Cleveland, and it was so much fun. And I picked up a couple old magazines, and I haven't actually looked at this yet. I haven't taken it out of the packaging, but I thought, why not do it together? So let's step back in. What issue is this? October 2001. And let's see what gaming was like. Starting with the cover, Metal Gear Solid 2, new screens and secret info. It was so exciting back in the day to pick up one of these and just be like, any screenshots we could get of new games. Hi, editing, and I realized that at this point it's just way too hard to read as a viewer, but if you want to follow along, I'm going to include a link to archive.org. Someone scanned the whole magazine and you can like flip through it and actually see what I'm seeing and sort of follow along if you want to, or just read it on your own, but either way, just letting you know. What game is? Oh, Red Faction was a really cool game. If you ever played that, you could fully destroy walls. Like, let's say a door was locked, you could use like a rocket launcher to just literally blow the wall up and go around it that way. Oh, Game Boy Advance. This is for Mario Kart Super Circuit. Wow. So that's the decade we're in. There's Game Boy Advance games in this issue, in case you're wondering. This is where you would read stuff, editorials and blog posts or whatever you want to call them, written by the actual people working the magazine. This is always what you saved for last. This one is about, I guess people were complaining about the cover for the last issue, which was Final Fantasy X, which I actually own that one as well. I bought that one too. Here we got a sumo showing off his butt. NHL Hits 2002. For all you sports fans. Wow. Oh my god, look at, there's a Dreamcast controller, there's a hole in the wall. This is definitely a sign of the times. I mean, this guy's like, oh, the fashion. God, I miss the 2000s. The early 2000s and the late 90s were such a sweet spot. And another Dreamcast ad. So this is for Sonic Adventure 2. Which I remember playing Sonic Adventure 1 so much, but I never really played Sonic Adventure 2. And also, can we bring back the Chow Garden? Why did that go away? That was such a good feature. That was such a good gameplay loop, too, because you'd bring back the little creatures and they'd make your Chow stronger. Yo, can I get a freaking taxi over here? Oh, Crazy Taxi. Crazy Taxi 2. Okay, so the Dreamcast had been out for 2 years at this point. Alright, so here we got the directory and the contents so you can navigate. What is this? Toys R Us. Oh, one of my viewers sent me a PS1 and I actually got the little TV that goes with it. I just haven't found an excuse to make a video using it yet. So if you guys can think of something for that, so that I can properly say thank you for oh my god, Gran Turismo 3 and Twisted Metal Black, two of my favorite PS2 games. I want to get a racing wheel for Gran Turismo 3. I think that would be really fun. Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX. I actually had this for GameCube, and I remember the reason I bought it was because of the ragdoll physics. I would just crash the bike over and over again and just watch the rider go flying. It entertained me for hours. I literally, that was all I did. Oh, Extermination. In case you guys don't know, this was a sort of Resident Evil 4 clone that was like with bugs or like some sort of alien bugs or something. It didn't do very well, but it's a little bit of a hidden gem, especially for Resident Evil fans. The Legend of Alandar. I actually have no idea what this is. This advertisement tells you nothing. They probably should have put something else on here. Letters to the editors. Oh, those are always not happy. Someone got offended by a screenshot of Super Metroid. Oh, someone claimed that they were using cheats in this screenshot and wrote a letter to the magazine. Did any of you guys ever send letters or drawings or anything to magazines? Because I always saw people do that, but I never thought of doing it myself. Thunderstrike, a helicopter combat game. Oh, Dead or Alive 3. This is the ad for Dead or Alive 3. No boobs, no fighting, no cool characters. Just Windows XP desktop. Okay. This came out November 8th, 2001. Wow. More letters and articles. Is that the Toonami guy? Oh, Toonami. Wait, Toonami had a video game? GameCube. What is this? Hold on. Lockdown. A week-long event starting September 17th. See it on air. Play it online. What? I'm going to have to look into that. I don't understand. Is it... What? I mean, today this would make sense. But back then... So this is really cool. The winners received a Game Shark for their console of choice. You guys remember the Game Shark? Oh my god. I have to do a whole video on Game Sharks. I was such a Game Shark cheater back in the day. Now this is interesting. We've got two ads, one here and one here, for Target saying get into the game. I have gone to Target multiple times. That's where I do part of my weekly errand shopping. They never have any selection of games. Like, I guess they just gave up on video games, at least the one that I go to. Oh, Twisted Metal Black. This is one of my favorite games in terms of storytelling. It really is black. Like, there's dark stuff. This is black. It is really, really worth playing just for the story if you're a horror fan. Even if you just watch the cutscenes on YouTube. It's like, whoa. What is this? Dark Cloud. Oh, I've seen this on the PSN, but I've never bought it. And there's also like Dark Cloud 2. Looks like the end of the world. What is this game about? I'm gonna have to look into that because that's interesting. Oh, Soul Calibur 2. So I never really played Soul Calibur 2. I played Soul Blade or Soul Edge. No, it was Soul Blade in the US, and I loved it. That opening cutscene. Oh. And I remember everyone obsessing over this, and I wanted it on Dreamcast, but I never got it. Just continuation, and we got an ad for DC shoes. Wow, how 2000s are those? You guys remember the 2000s? They're the really big sneakers that make you look like a cartoon character running around looking like Sora. Here they are talking about a video game show, and there's Victor Lucas and Tommy Tallarico, which if you watch G4, you probably know who Tommy Tallarico is. There was a couple videos that came out on YouTube that kind of exposed him. They are worth a watch. It is a wild ride. But I will never look at him the same way again. That's all I'm going to say about that. Spider-Man 2 for... Oh, this is for PS1. Okay, so we still got PS1 games coming out. Fun fact, I have never played a Spider-Man game, ever. Any Spider-Man game at all. Oh yeah. Full Frontal Fear. Resident Evil Code Veronica. Bonus, Devil May Cry demo included. This is for X? Yeah. So this is for the PS2 version. I don't know why they don't mention the GameCube version. I guess that may have come out later. By the way, there's a rare band ad for Code Veronica that's really bizarre, where a girl is dressed up as Claire and she's sitting on like a black guy, and it's weirdly racist. I have no idea what they were thinking. I'll let you guys Google that. I'm not going to touch that. Gran Turismo 3. Oh my god. This game has some of the best music. It is so relaxing. The menus, just the whole aesthetic of the presentation is so good. And I'm not even that into racing games. What is this? Giants Citizen Kabuto. Prepare to get blown away. Looks like it's some sort of third person action game. I have no idea. Never heard of it. Square's Final Frontier. Oh, this is when The Spirits Within came out. I actually liked The Spirits Within. I know that it had nothing to do with Final Fantasy, like literally the only thing in common was Sid. But it was like watching a really, really long PS2 cutscene, and as a 3D artist, I was into that. Huh, the Japanese Final Fantasy X comes with a pretty cool promo for the Final Fantasy XI and Play Online service. Wow, it looks like they actually filmed like a whole thing. I'm gonna have to look into that. I can add that to my Final Fantasy X secrets and Easter eggs. And here they're comparing Spirits Within to the Tomb Raider movie, which also came out in 2001 and did much better. Soul Reaver 2. I've always wanted to play Legacy of Kain, but I never have. I have no idea what it's about. I wanted to play it simply because it was made by Eidos, who made Tomb Raider. Hard drive. Whoa. EGM takes Sony's. Is that what the hard drive looked like? Or is that like a early version of it? Yeah, I remember that was required for certain things. What is going on here? Oh, apparently Final Fantasy X was going to use the hard drive. It says it takes 15 minutes to install, and it's not really a noticeable change. So there's that. EA Sports. It's different down here. Wow, they went all out for this ad. For Madden 2002 and NHL 2002. Both of which are now worthless. Because every sports game, like the year after it comes out, the value just plummets. Okay. Ever wondered, why do I have to turn off my Game Boy on planes during takeoff and landing? What? Your Game Boy emits a tiny blip of radiation that could potentially screw with the plane's instrument systems. Oh my god, that is such BS. Like, in the world of smartphones, like nowadays, it's just like you can just have your laptop on. Fun fact, I actually looked into that, and one of the main reasons they don't like you to have anything really is because if there's a crash or something, whatever you're holding can become a projectile and like potentially kill someone, you know, assuming you survive a plane crash. But anyway. Yeah, this is the PlayStation Pocket, which never came to the US. It was like a little sort of handheld Tamagotchi PlayStation thing, which would have been so cool if we had that. Video games as art. I completely think that video games are an art form. Like, if you agree. High and Mighty, Ace Combat 4. Photorealistic. Well, I mean, it does look pretty good. If that's a screenshot right there. See what movies came out. Final Countdown, Iron Eagle 3. What? I've never heard of any of these movies. Oh, straight to video movies, that's why. Oh, is this a Silent Hill ad? Yep, that's James right there. Wait, what does it say? Wounds will heal, but your mind will be scarred forever. Silent Hill 2. Got some more blurbs. Try to keep my fingers out of the way, so if you want to pause and read any of this, you can. Hopefully it's all in focus. Here we got some quick reviews. Oh, 20 best-selling games of June 2001, with the number 1 being Super Mario Advance. Number 2 being Twisted Metal Black. There you go. See? Proof that it's a good game. Got some Game Boy Color. Wow. God, this is such a throwback. Oh my god, EB Games. Electronics Boutique. That's what we had before GameStop. I don't know if GameStop took them over or just put them out of business, but that was the game place to shop at when I was a kid. Oh, such happy times. Here we got some coming soon, new releases. Wow, that's November, Halo comes out. That's a big deal. Also never played Halo ever. Silent Hill 2 comes out in September. Ooh, SSX Tricky. Also in November. Man, all right. November. Well, 2001 seems to have been a really great year for gaming. Ooga Booga. In this game of survival, you're voted off the island. What? Dreamcast. Huh. Never heard of it. I'll have to check it out. This is a really cool little Metal Gear Solid 2 comic. Dark Summit. It's not what it seems. Coming this fall. For PlayStation 2 and Xbox. Mount Garrick. Once a peaceful mountain retreat. Huh. I wonder what that's about. No boarding allowed. Is this like a snowboarding combat game or something? Win big, lose big. That's college football. Again, very 2000s. They got a CD tower. You guys remember that? I miss this. I miss when you would go to someone's house and go in their room and you would actually see their CDs or see their games or posters or something physically that you could look at and get a sense of who they are. Now everything is digital and we have nothing displayed in our houses. I got previews. Tony Hawk 3 was coming out. Oh my god, Tang. I remember these commercials with the monkeys all the time. Yep, Tony Hawk 3. That was a good Tony Hawk. I remember playing that so much. If I ever hear any songs from that game, it always brings it right back. Oh, GTA 3. That was the beginning of a lot going on. This comes out, release October 2021. Oh man, this is so cool. I guess this is based on Batman Beyond, which I used to watch on Cartoon Network after school as a kid. That was a really good Batman show. I think that was my first Batman show. Silent Hill 2, September 2021. Wait, so then it already came out. Four DVDs for 49 cents each. Wow, they were still doing the Columbia House thing back then. I loves me some Charlie's Angels. I'm gonna get Charlie's Angels, The Matrix. What else is in here? Scary movie for sure. I love parody movies. And we got Jurassic Park Collector's Edition. There we go. 4. I picked my 4. What are you guys gonna get? All right, more Silent Hill 2. Huh. Silent Hill 2 is horrifying. While Silent Hill 2 is heavily influenced by contemporary Hollywood horror, it also draws inspiration from classic Italian giallo cinema of the 60s and 70s. Interesting. There's some more to add to the discourse of Silent Hill fandom. Mixamo Ghosts of Glory. Capcom. Yeah, I think this was like a sort of remaking of Ghosts and Goblins or something. Big old boner? What is this? Okay, just talking about like how the game over system works compared to the lore. Kessen. Oh my god, I remember seeing this game everywhere and then it was just gone one day. I guess it didn't do as well as Dynasty Warriors. Yu-Gi-Oh! Shout out to Daniel Dark Magician. Batman Vengeance. Okay, I guess that's like their little mini review of it. Oh, preview. Thanks to my buddy Lopez, I actually know about this game. I had no idea there was an X-Men fighting game for the PS1. Well, I guess there's actually 2. Smuggler's Run 2, Okage, Sean Palmer's Pro Snowboarding. Huh. Oh god. Look at the stitches. They were so creative with print ads back in the day. You had to like really look at them and be like, whoa, this is for Arctic Thunder by Midway. NHL Hits, MotoGP 2, Victorious Boxers. Huh. Is he fighting a gorilla? We got Prepper Lapper 2, which I have, but I've never played. Mark Echo Footwear. MLB 2002 ad. Cool Borders 2001. I remember playing a demo of this on a PS1 demo disc. Not this one, but I think it was Cool Borders 3 or 2. Played the demo like crazy, but I never bought it. KSN 2, Jack and Daxter, Capcom versus SNK 2. I really want to try King of Fighters because since Dead or Alive is, well, Dead or Alive. Silent Scope. Okay, yeah, that's the sniper game. I remember playing like mobile versions of that before I found out it was an actual genre at one point. Kingdom Hearts. The release date hasn't been announced, but it'll be out mid-2002. That was a big game. I'm telling you, the 2000s, it was a good time for gaming. A lot of franchises were established. Monster Rancher 3? Oh yeah, I remember. I always remember this yellow eyeball guy, but I never played this. I always just assumed it was like Digimon or Pokemon ripoff, but Hot Shots Golf, which is strangely relaxing. Jade Cocoon 2. Ka? Oh, Mr. Mosquito. Yeah, that's an interesting game. You fly around in a house as a mosquito, and your goal is to like bite the family members, and you can even have a level where there's a girl taking a bath. Oh, Japan. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? One of the greatest PS1 games of all time. Floygen Brothers? Wow. 2-page ad. I'm so sorry. Oh, that's cool. They made it look like a phone book. For all my fellow old people watching. Capcom versus SNK Pro for Dreamcast. Out now in Japan. There's The Rock before he was The Rock that we know now. Or, you know what I mean. What is this? Oh, for WF Magazine. Bomberman Online for Dreamcast. Oh, these are all Dreamcast games. Okay, so Propeller Arena. So you play as a plane. Oh, that's kind of cool. I wonder if that's like the levels in Crash Bandicoot 3 where you fly around like shooting stuff. If you remember those. I do remember playing Bomberman like really, really young. I don't know if it was on Game Boy or what. I remember it being really fun, then I never played it again. Project Eden. Oh, by Core and Eidos, who made the classic Tomb Raider games. What is this? Due to overpopulation, the Earth's diameter is increasing. Meanwhile, in 2024. Wow, look at that. This looks really cool. I'll have to check that out. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2X. I guess it has more levels. Dead or Alive 3, which I finally got to play because of my modded Xbox. An ad for Best Buy where I guess you could go watch TV in your underwear. Oh sure, it's fine when she does it, but when I do it, I get kicked out of the store. Dragon Warrior 7? I'm actually currently playing Dragon Quest V on the DS, and I'm really enjoying it. You start off as a baby, and right now I'm a child. I'm waiting to grow up so I can be strong. 4x4 Evo 2. Man, I miss like I used to play all sorts of different genres of games. I played a lot of racing games, and I just don't play them anymore. I should get back into them. Tony Hawk 3, Siphon Filter 3, another series I've never played. Ugh, Twisted Metal Small Brawl. Wah, wah. If you ever played that, it's like not, it's not very good. I'm sorry. They tried to make like I guess a kid-friendly version of Twisted Metal, and it went about as well as you'd think. Got our first Game Boy Color ad, compatible with Game Boy Advance. Legend of Lufia, or Lufia, The Legend Returns, by Natsume. Looks like a tactical RPG, maybe? Okay, so this is all Game Boy Advance. So we got Matt Hoffman, Doom, Gradius, and Tetris Worlds. Dragon Warrior 2. There's Kobe and... oh! It looks like they tried to do the Pokemon thing with the red and blue, or the two versions. We got Kobe's Journey and Terra's Adventures. I might have to look into that. That's interesting. Huh. If any of you guys tried that, let me know how it was. This is why I like these magazines, because there's so many things that I didn't know about that I can look back on and be like, I didn't know that. Tekken 4. I remember when Tekken 4 came out, I saw the graphics and I was like, what? It was like amazing. Advance Wars. Never played it, but I know about it for the GBA. Details. X Games Snowboarding by Konami. Or I'm sorry, X Games Skateboarding by Konami. I wonder if that's why Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance has like the skateboarding mini game on Xbox. I think it's only on Xbox. Oh, I remember this ad. That's disgusting. Like, I don't even want to know what is going on here. But anytime someone mentions Jock Itch, this is the image that I have in my head. It's burned into my mind. Mad Dash Racing. What? It's like a animal racing game. Wait, what? It's a racing game, but you're running. What? Okay, that's kind of cool, but ew. Oh, here we go. Metal Gear Solid 2. So if you want to pause and read any of this, I don't know if it's even legible on camera. But you guys don't understand the obsession with Metal Gear Solid 2, because we hadn't had a sequel of Metal Gear Solid 1 for the entire lifespan of the PlayStation, and people were foaming at the mouth for it, myself included. So any information we could get was like, we had to have it. And I remember when screenshots or first videos were shown, everyone was like, oh, well, this is great, but what are the in-game graphics going to look like? And then we all realized, oh my god, these are the in-game graphics. And it was just mind-blowing. Gallop Racer 2001 for any horse fans watching. The voice of Solid Snake. There's a little blurb on David Hayter. 1001 WF Smackdown THQ for, I'm assuming, PlayStation 2. Metal Gear Solid on the Dreamcast. Wait, Metal Gear Solid came on the Dreamcast? Wow, they're covering Bleem releasing Metal Gear Solid on the Dreamcast. In case you guys don't know, Bleem is like sort of pirating software that basically gets PlayStation 1 games to work on Dreamcast, using Dreamcast hardware to render it. That's interesting that it would be covered in a magazine. What is this? Spy Hunter. Yep, another game I never played, but it was advertised like crazy because I knew about it. Yep, burning questions about Fox Die, Ocelot's Hand, Tales of Destiny 2 for the PS1. Oh, this is cool. You can actually see the offices where Metal Gear Solid 2 is being developed, and I'm very surprised to see that Kojima uses a Mac. That must be his personal computer. That's probably not where games are being made, because as far as I know, game development on Mac back then was not really a viable thing. There's Yoji Shinkawa, the artist for Metal Gear Solid 2. Wow, this is interesting. Wireless gaming. They're talking about cell phone games, which was a very so games on cell phone was like an early thing, and these are screenshots from Japanese games. In case you guys don't know, so the Japanese word for cell phone is keitai, but keitai is not the same as a flip phone. Even though it is technically a flip phone, they're so much more powerful and have these crazy features that we never got in the West, and they could handle a lot more stuff than we could. Like, these were our phones, but they had cool phones. Yeah, PDAs were like the up and coming thing, but those were really only for like rich business people. Mobile Suit Gundam Journey to Jaburo. Yeah, see, you could plug your phone into your Game Boy. They had all sorts of crazy stuff like that. They really embraced technology. The Thrust Master? That was my nickname in college. See, like in America, our games looked like this on cell phones. They were just very, very simple. But in Japan, they looked like this. They had color screens. Look, this is a DDR game for your cell phone. Look, Resident Evil Zombie Buster. What? Capcom has jumped on the iMode bandwagon big time, porting all its key franchises to Japanese cell phones. For starters, this Resident Evil title, a simple shoot-'em-up version of survival horror classic. And it looks like it's Leon shooting some zombies. Or you can download an RE-themed watch for your phone's screen if you don't want to play. Japanese gamers can also choose from simple iMode versions of Street Fighter, 1943, Ghosts and Goblins, and Mega Man. That's so cool. They were ahead of the curve. More Legacy of Kain 2? Soul Reaver 2? It's really such a cool character design. Great color palette too. And here we got more reviews. This is the staff. And then we got Armored Core 2, Extermination. Most of the games that were already covered. By the way, if any of the people who worked at EGM are watching this, like, please comment, because we'd love to hear from you. I don't think people working in these magazines realize how important this was for gamers back in the day. How much was a subscription? Wow, 1 year for $24. Nowadays, you buy a magazine, and they're like literally $15 for one magazine because no one buys them anymore. But anyway, got Madden, Test Drive, Time Crisis 2, Pocket Games Guide to GameCube. Huh? I don't understand what this is. Pocket Games Guide to GameCube. Everything you need to know about Nintendo's new system and games. Okay. Ephemeral Fantasia for the PS2, Rune Viking, Yanya Kabbalista City Skater. What are these games? Mobile Suit Gundam, Silent Scope 2, The Last Blade 2. Interesting. Zoo York, Tactical Clothing Solutions. Alien Front Online, Ooga Booga, which I will have to look into. Outrigger. I think I played a little bit of that. Tobacco is wacko if you're a teen. I completely agree. World Series Baseball 2K2. 90 holes in the palm of your hand. That's what she said. Game Boy Advance golf game. Okay. Madden, NFL, Tales of Destiny, Dance Dance Revolution, Disney Mix. You see Mickey Get Down. Oh my god, I used to drink Sobeys all the time. And I never knew how to say it. I always thought it was Sobe. Or Sobe. And I found out it was Sobe. That's a throwback. Digimon Digital Card Battle, Advance Wars, Mario Kart Super Circuit, and Madden NFL 2002. Here we got an ad for Soldier of Fortune. We're almost at the end. Pac-Man Collection on Game Boy Advance. Spider-Man on Game Boy Advance. Oh, these are all Game Boy Advance. Lady Sia. Looks like it was trying to be a Klonoa ripoff. And we got ESPN Golf, and this is an ad for Yanya Kabbalista City Skater. Yeah, I've never heard of this game. But look at these character designs. This is awesome. Is he... What? Unique fingerboard controller included. What? So you could play the game with a little skateboard? Okay, I gotta look into that. That's insane. I have never heard of this game ever. Oh, Pokemon Crystal. So it is real. I was literally looking up Pokemon Crystal the other day because I was like, is this real or is this a fan game? Because there's so many fan ones that I have no idea. Cool, good to know. Oh man, Nyko. They used to release so many third-party accessories. So we got Shock and Rock, amplified stereo sound, built-in vibration, rechargeable 15-hour battery, available in matching GBA colors. Nice. Tricks of the trade. What is this? Oh, so these are just kind of like hints or like tips for the game. We also got cheats. Remember cheat codes when those were a thing? I'm pretty sure cheat codes stopped being a thing because of achievements. Like, I literally think that's the reason cheat codes stopped, because then you could, cheat and get achievements, and then you had bragging rights for something you didn't really earn, honestly. Got some more tips. Crazy Taxi, Sonic Adventure 2. Ooh. Select Rouge or Knuckles, go to the Chow Garden, start digging in the ground until you find a pumpkin. If you give it to a newly hatched Chow, it will play with the pumpkin and then throw it. If you give it to a more advanced Chow, he will put the pumpkin on his head. And there's a screenshot of it. Very nice. See, Chow Garden, we need it back. PlayStation 2 gamers wanted to receive a free PlayStation 2 demo disc. Must be able to dodge bullets, battle the enemy, even the score. Very nice. I did not know that there was a website where you could just be like, I want free demos, please. God, I love demo discs. I have a whole collection of PS1 and PS2 demo discs. Gran Turismo 3. So these are just different peripherals and accessories, I guess. Wait. Oh, these are tips and like different modes and stuff. Okay. So please. GameSpot.com ad. That was the go-to website for gaming stuff. That's where I used to look at screenshots of Resident Evil 3. High-class problems. Oh, this is complaining that there's too many good games to buy. Remember when that was an issue? Well, I guess it still is. Alright, so this is just like the credits and like advertising for future issues or different other magazines that are going to go on sale. Wow. We went from this to this. Pelican accessories. That was another brand, although they had a lot of analog stick problems. And to close it off, an advertisement for Devil May Cry. October 17th, 2001. So this is a lot of games came out this year. That's crazy. So there you go, guys. I'll go ahead and end this video here, but I just wanted to go over this with you because it's really, really fun. I hope you enjoyed that trip back to October 2001. And if you want to see more of these, I do have a couple more issues. I'd love to do more videos like this because this was really, really fun. I'm full of nostalgia right now. I hope you are too. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Until next time, I'm Kai Morgan, and as always, thanks for watching Ink Ribbon. And a very special thank you to all of my Patreon supporters and YouTube members. Your extra support means the world to me and helps me keep making content for you guys.